Hey there, and welcome. So today, we're going to talk about a massive, and I mean massive, opportunity for local businesses. We're talking about how you can win the customers who are literally right around the corner. And it all boils down to this super powerful idea, hyperlocal SEO. Okay, so let's just dive right in. It all starts with this really common problem, a frustration I'm sure a lot of you have felt. Let's call it the 5-kilometer problem. You could be the absolute best at what you do, right? But if the people in your immediate neighborhood can't find you online, you're basically invisible. I mean, really think about that for a second. This is the core question. What if your most valuable, most ready to buy customers are just a stone's throw away, but when they search, you just don't exist? They might as well be on another planet. And what's so fascinating is how people actually search these days. Nobody's just looking for a generic plumber anymore. No, they're searching for a plumber near me. They get super specific, using their actual neighborhood names, home tutor in JP Nagar or salon in Koramangala. That search right there, that's the moment of truth. And here's the crucial part. It's a zero-sum game. It really is. If you don't pop up on that first page for these hyper-specific searches, you don't just lose a ranking, you lose the customer. That lead, that phone call, it goes straight to your competitor. Poof, gone. So, what's the fix, right? How do you solve this and make sure you're the one they find? Well, the answer is all about building and completely owning your digital neighborhood. And the tool we're going to use to do that is Hyperlocal SEO. Let's just be super clear on what this is. Hyperlocal SEO is not about ranking across the whole country or even your entire city. No. This is a laser-focused strategy. The whole point is to make you the #1 choice within a teeny tiny geographic area. We're talking specific streets, pin codes, and neighborhoods. Here's a really good way to think about the difference. General SEO, that's kind of like fishing with a giant net in the middle of the ocean. You might catch something, sure, but hyperlocal SEO, that's like using a spear in a small, well-stocked pond. Your scope shrinks from this huge national audience down to a specific pin code. You're only targeting the people right next door. It's all about precision over just scale. All right, so let's get to the good stuff, the practical part. We've talked about the problem, we've got the solution, so now let's open up the toolkit. I've got 5 solid strategies you can use to absolutely 100% dominate your local area. First up, and honestly, this is probably the most important one, your Google business profile. You got to think of this thing as your digital storefront. So of course, you need to claim it and verify it. Then pack it with keywords that mention your specific neighborhood. Add photos that look local. And here's a pro tip. When you ask for reviews, gently nudge your customers to mention where they're from. The whole goal here is to land in that beautiful, coveted 3-pack on Google Maps. Okay, next on the list is something called local schema markup. Now, I know, that sounds super technical, but trust me, the idea behind it is really simple. It's just a little bit of code on your website that basically acts like a name tag for Google. It tells search engines exactly who you are, what you do, and most importantly, where you do it. So what you really want to do is use the local business schema. This lets you spell out everything, your exact service area, your hours, even your GPS coordinates. And the payoff? It's huge. Google is way more likely to show your business in those awesome, rich results. The ones that stand out with review stars and little maps right in the search. Okay, tool number 3 is where we get proactive. It's time to run geo-fenced ads. See, this is where you stop waiting for customers to find you, and you go find them. Platforms like Google and Meta let you literally draw a virtual fence around a specific pin code or a neighborhood and show your ads only to the people inside that little circle. How cool is that? And an ad like this is just so incredibly powerful because it's not generic at all. It speaks directly to someone's urgent need in their exact location. It feels personal, it feels relevant, and that's exactly why it works so well for generating amazing leads. Strategy number 4 is all about making your website feel like it's from around the block to every single visitor. So instead of having one generic service area page, you're going to create dedicated landing pages for each neighborhood you serve. So think of URLs like, yourwebsite.com/salon in Koramangala. So what makes these pages actually work? Well, you can mention local landmarks to build that sense of familiarity. You can feature testimonials from clients who are right there in that area. Oh, and definitely embed a Google map. The whole point is to make a potential customer from that neighborhood feel like your business was made just for them. And our final tool in the kit, this one is all about making things easy and building trust in an instant. All you have to do is add a WhatsApp click-to-chat button to your website and your ads. It gives local customers a direct, immediate way to connect with a real person. No friction, no waiting. Just imagine a customer seeing this. It instantly confirms, oh, awesome, they serve my area, and it gives them a super easy next step. In a world full of boring contact forms and waiting around for emails, that little chat to book button builds so much confidence and can get you new business incredibly fast. So we've walked through the whole toolkit, but what actually happens when you put all of these pieces together? What's the ultimate goal here? Well, it's about becoming more than just an option for people nearby. It's about becoming the option. This number right here, it's everything. Within this 1 to 5 kilometer radius of your business, your goal is to achieve total, complete brand dominance. When somebody in this zone thinks of the service you provide, your name should be the very first one that pops into their head. And that, right there, is the end game. This isn't just about getting 1 or 2 leads. It's about building a digital footprint so strong that you become the default choice, the obvious choice, the only real choice for everyone in your digital neighborhood. Okay, let's bring it all home into a quick summary. We've covered a lot of ground, but it really all comes down to one thing: leveraging your single biggest asset, which is your proximity. This is your next door advantage. And when you look at it all together, you can really see how each piece of the puzzle builds on the others. Your Google profile, that gets you on the map. The schema markup, that helps you stand out. Geo-fenced ads lets you target specific streets. Your local landing pages build that crucial relevance. And of course, WhatsApp creates that instant, trusting connection. It all just works together. And that's really the core message to take away from all of this. In the giant, noisy world of digital marketing, hyperlocal SEO reminds us to focus our energy where it's going to have the most impact, right in our own backyard. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Right now, at this very moment, someone just a few blocks away from you is pulling out their phone. They're searching for exactly what you provide. The only question is, will they find you